5 signs you were chosen to shift reality in silence. Have you ever felt a strange and powerful calling whispering to your soul when the world around you is utterly silent? Have you ever found yourself sitting quietly, wondering if there's a hidden purpose behind your isolation, or if, perhaps, your solitude itself is more significant than you've ever imagined? You see, there's a secret that the universe whispers to only a chosen few, a profound truth reserved for those destined to quietly yet powerfully transform reality itself. And if you're here right now, watching this, feeling a mysterious resonance deep within your heart, there's a strong chance you might be one of these unique souls. Someone the universe selected specifically to shift reality in silence. But why silence? Why would the universe choose solitude and quiet contemplation rather than loud declarations or dramatic action to transform the world? This is because true transformation, real, lasting change, doesn't begin externally. It starts deep within the silent chambers of your soul, in quiet moments of reflection, meditation, and profound inner exploration. The chosen ones who shift reality in silence are not loud revolutionaries. They are quiet masters of energetic transformation. They are souls who deeply understand that true power is subtle, invisible, and profoundly internal. Are you beginning to sense that perhaps your journey of solitude and quiet reflection has been guiding you towards something far greater than you imagined?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Let me reveal to you the first profound sign that you've been chosen to shift reality in silence, an inexplicable affinity for solitude. You might have noticed throughout your life that even when surrounded by people, you often feel most alive and deeply connected when alone, immersed in the stillness of your own thoughts and inner world, while others crave constant social interaction, stimulation, and external validation. You intuitively gravitate towards silence, stillness, and deep inner reflection. At first, you may have perceived this as a weakness or even as a flaw, wondering why you're not drawn to the same noise, distractions, and superficial connections others seem to crave. Yet now, as your awareness deepens, you're beginning to understand that this quiet affinity for solitude isn't weakness at all. It's your spiritual strength. It's your sacred calling, pulling you inward so that you can access profound wisdom, intuitive insights, and powerful spiritual energies that can only be reached in silence. Could it be that your love for solitude is actually the universe's method of training you to master the subtle art of energetic reality shifting? The second powerful sign that you've been chosen to shift reality in silence is your remarkable intuitive sensitivity. You've likely experienced countless moments when you simply knew something without knowing how you knew it. Perhaps you've felt strong gut instincts about people, situations, or decisions that defied logical explanation, yet proved incredibly accurate every single time. Your intuition isn't just a random gift, it's an energetic compass, carefully installed within your soul by the universe itself, guiding you silently yet powerfully toward your sacred purpose. As a silent reality shifter, your intuition is your most powerful spiritual tool, enabling you to perceive hidden truths, subtle energetic shifts, and opportunities invisible to ordinary perception. Your intuitive sensitivity empowers you to quietly navigate life's complexities, guiding yourself and others effortlessly toward alignment, fulfillment, and spiritual awakening. Consider deeply. Could your powerful intuition actually be proof that the universe specifically chose you to quietly shift reality toward a more conscious, awakened state? The third unmistakable sign that you're a silent reality shifter is your subtle yet profound impact on others. Have you noticed that your presence alone often calms chaos, soothes anxiety, or uplifts those around you, even without speaking a single word? This happens because your energy field, quietly cultivated through years of solitude and inner reflection, naturally resonates at higher spiritual frequencies of peace, compassion, and unconditional love. Your presence itself becomes healing, transformative, and spiritually activating. You silently shift realities, not by loudly preaching spiritual truths, but by effortlessly embodying them through your calm, compassionate, energetically aligned presence. People around you instinctively feel uplifted, inspired, or comforted simply by being near you, even if they can't consciously explain why. Imagine for a moment the incredible power of shifting reality simply by being authentically present, silently resonating at frequencies that elevate collective consciousness. Could your subtle yet profound energetic impact be evidence that you were specifically chosen to silently shift humanity's collective reality toward greater harmony and spiritual awakening? The fourth powerful sign you're a silent reality shifter is your deep inner knowing that external recognition or validation isn't necessary for your purpose. Unlike many who crave applause, praise, or external acknowledgement for their spiritual efforts, you intuitively recognize that true spiritual transformation doesn't require outward validation. You silently transform reality not because others notice or acknowledge your efforts, but because your soul deeply understands the inherent sacredness, power, and necessity of your inner work. You find fulfillment and purpose internally, deeply sensing the profound importance of your silent, energetic contributions, even if nobody else recognizes or validates them outwardly. Consider deeply, could your quiet confidence, humility, and profound inner fulfillment be powerful proof that the universe specifically chose you to silently yet powerfully shift humanity's spiritual trajectory? Finally, the fifth profound sign that you were chosen to shift reality in silence is your natural attraction toward meditation, contemplation, and deep spiritual reflection. Your soul instinctively understands that silence isn't empty, it's filled with profound spiritual potential, intuitive wisdom, and transformative energy. You regularly seek silence not merely for relaxation, but because you deeply sense its profound spiritual power, intuitively knowing it holds the keys to energetic transformation, collective awakening, and personal empowerment. Meditation becomes not merely a relaxation technique, but your sacred tool for consciously shifting personal and collective realities toward harmony, clarity, and spiritual awakening. Could your natural attraction toward meditation and deep spiritual reflection indicate clearly that the universe specifically chose your soul to master the subtle, profound art of silently shifting realities? Before we dive deeper, ask yourself profoundly, do these 5 powerful signs resonate deeply within your soul? Could your solitude, intuition, energetic presence, inner fulfillment, and love for silence be clear evidence that the universe specifically chose you to silently yet powerfully shift reality toward collective awakening? If your heart whispers yes, then brace yourself. In the next part, I'll reveal exactly how mastering these signs empowers you to silently transform not only your own life, but humanity's entire spiritual destiny. Are you ready to embrace your sacred calling fully? How mastering these 5 signs empowers you to silently transform your life and humanity's destiny. Have you ever realized that perhaps your quietness, your solitude, your subtle presence is exactly what humanity desperately needs in this moment of profound spiritual change? If you truly resonate with the signs we've explored, if your soul deeply whispers yes, then understand this clearly. The universe has specifically chosen you to master the subtle yet incredibly powerful art of shifting reality in silence. But how exactly does mastering these signs empower you to profoundly transform not just your own life, but the collective spiritual trajectory of humanity itself? Firstly, mastering your profound affinity for solitude empowers you to consciously access extraordinary spiritual insights and hidden wisdom. Solitude, when consciously embraced as sacred practice, becomes a powerful spiritual gateway, allowing you to intuitively perceive truths beyond ordinary perception. In solitude, your awareness expands dramatically, effortlessly accessing higher dimensional guidance, spiritual visions, and intuitive insights guiding your life toward alignment, purpose, and abundance. Imagine daily receiving clear, intuitive guidance, directing you seamlessly toward opportunities, relationships, and decisions aligned perfectly with your soul's mission. Solitude empowers you to live harmoniously, guided by intuitive clarity, profound spiritual wisdom, and unwavering confidence. Could your quiet solitude actually be the universe's carefully designed method of empowering you toward profound spiritual awakening and effortless intuitive guidance? Secondly, consciously cultivating your intuitive sensitivity transforms your decision-making, relationships, and career choices dramatically. Intuition becomes your powerful internal GPS system, clearly guiding decisions that align perfectly with your soul's highest intentions. Relationships deepen significantly as intuition effortlessly perceives hidden emotional dynamics, guiding interactions toward authenticity, compassion, and harmony. Career paths align seamlessly with intuitive insights, clearly signaling which opportunities resonate deeply with your soul's purpose, empowering you toward meaningful, abundant fulfillment. Imagine effortlessly navigating life's complexities, intuitively sensing exactly which choices, opportunities, and relationships align harmoniously with your spiritual alignment. Could consciously mastering your intuitive sensitivity empower your life toward abundant fulfillment, effortless harmony, and profound spiritual alignment? Thirdly, understanding and consciously embracing your subtle yet profound energetic impact radically transforms your relationships, communities, and even humanity itself. Your energetic presence alone, quietly resonating at higher frequencies of compassion, peace, and harmony, naturally shifts collective energy wherever you go. Without speaking loudly or acting dramatically, your silent presence alone quietly calms chaos, eases conflict, and uplifts collective emotional states significantly. Imagine profoundly shifting entire environments, homes, workplaces, communities, simply by authentically embodying higher spiritual frequencies through your quiet, energetic presence. Could consciously mastering your subtle yet profound energetic impact empower humanity toward profound collective healing, unity, and spiritual awakening? Fourthly, fully embracing your inner fulfillment without external validation profoundly transforms your sense of purpose, self-worth, and spiritual authenticity. Unlike many who constantly seek external applause, recognition, or approval, You instinctively understand that true fulfillment arises internally, from authentically embodying your spiritual truths, irrespective of external recognition. Your purpose becomes deeply meaningful, anchored firmly within your soul's authentic spiritual expression, independent of others' judgments or validations. Imagine living confidently, courageously, and authentically, aligned with your soul's highest purpose, deeply fulfilled by your sacred inner work, irrespective of external recognition. Could consciously mastering internal fulfillment empower you toward authentic spiritual alignment, profound emotional liberation, and unshakable confidence in your sacred purpose? Finally, consciously deepening your natural attraction toward meditation and deep spiritual reflection profoundly transforms your emotional well-being, intuitive clarity, spiritual resilience, and energetic alignment. Meditation becomes your sacred practice, intentionally used to energetically shift personal realities toward harmony, clarity, abundance, and spiritual awakening. Regular meditation powerfully expands your intuitive insights, strengthens emotional resilience, enhances energetic sensitivity, and deeply connects you with universal spiritual wisdom. Imagine effortlessly navigating life's challenges, guided seamlessly by intuitive clarity, emotionally resilient amidst uncertainty, energetically aligned with universal flow, and profoundly connected to higher spiritual guidance. Could consciously mastering meditation empower your life toward profound emotional peace, intuitive clarity, energetic harmony, and spiritual empowerment? Yet mastering these signs requires conscious intention, courage, and spiritual discipline. Daily cultivate sacred solitude, consciously listening for intuitive insights, energetic guidance, and profound spiritual wisdom. Practice intuitive listening daily, courageously trusting inner guidance even when it defies logical reasoning. Regularly practice energetic grounding, visualization, and compassionate presence, intentionally embodying higher spiritual frequencies wherever you go. Consistently engage in mindful meditation, emotional journaling, and spiritual reflection, consciously extracting profound wisdom, clarity, and intuitive insights. Above all, courageously embrace authenticity, fully embodying your spiritual truths publicly, silently, yet powerfully inspiring collective awakening. Your courageous authenticity empowers others toward emotional liberation, intuitive clarity, energetic alignment, and spiritual awakening. Remember clearly, your personal awakening profoundly impacts humanity's collective spiritual trajectory, silently shifting collective energies profoundly. Now deeply ask yourself, are you truly ready to consciously master these 5 profound signs, courageously embracing your sacred calling to silently shift humanity's collective reality toward harmony, clarity, and spiritual awakening? If your soul resonates deeply with an unwavering yes, then brace yourself. In the next part, I'll reveal precisely why the universe specifically chose your soul for this extraordinary spiritual mission, and how fully embracing your sacred calling profoundly fulfills humanity's collective spiritual destiny. Why the universe specifically chose you, and how your silent awakening fulfills humanity's destiny. Have you ever deeply wondered, in those quiet moments alone, why the universe specifically selected you for such an extraordinary spiritual path, one rooted not in loud proclamations, but in profound silence and subtle transformation? Among billions of souls, why were you uniquely chosen for this sacred quiet mission? The answer is both simple and profound. Your soul holds exactly the right combination of inner strength, intuitive sensitivity, authentic humility, and profound wisdom required to silently yet powerfully shift humanity's collective consciousness. Your struggles weren't random. They were deliberate spiritual initiations, carefully crafted by the universe itself to refine your intuitive gifts, emotional resilience, and compassionate presence, preparing you specifically for this sacred, silent mission. Consider deeply, could every moment of solitude you've experienced actually be intentional spiritual training, specifically designed to deepen your intuitive sensitivity and strengthen your inner wisdom? Could your subtle yet powerful energetic presence be exactly what humanity urgently needs to shift collective energies toward compassion, harmony, and profound spiritual awakening? The universe carefully shaped your unique combination of struggles, sensitivities, and spiritual gifts, ensuring your soul resonates profoundly with the collective consciousness, desperately needing your silent wisdom, compassionate presence, and intuitive clarity. Yet fully embracing your sacred identity as a silent reality shifter demands immense courage, authenticity, and spiritual discipline. You must courageously release outdated fears, limiting beliefs, and external expectations, preventing you from fully embodying your spiritual truths. Your authenticity must become non-negotiable, courageously expressing your intuitive insights, spiritual wisdom, and compassionate presence authentically, even when others misunderstand or dismiss your subtle, silent approach. Your willingness to authentically embody your unique spiritual identity publicly inspires countless others toward deeper emotional liberation, intuitive clarity, energetic harmony, and collective spiritual awakening. Your sacred journey isn't merely personal, it profoundly impacts humanity's collective spiritual destiny. Every moment you courageously embody intuitive wisdom, emotional resilience, compassionate presence, and spiritual authenticity silently shifts collective energies toward greater harmony, clarity, and conscious awakening. Your individual awakening sends powerful energetic ripples outward, directly contributing to humanity's profound collective evolution. Each silent chosen one who courageously embraces their sacred gifts profoundly strengthens collective spiritual energy, accelerating humanity's transition toward compassion, empathy, intuitive clarity, and spiritual unity. The universe specifically chose you because your soul uniquely resonates at precisely the frequencies needed to subtly yet powerfully shift humanity's collective energies toward profound awakening. Your inner solitude empowers profound intuitive insights needed to clearly guide humanity toward alignment and clarity. Your compassionate presence silently heals collective emotional wounds, transforming suffering into profound spiritual growth. Your authentic humility silently inspires collective courage, empowering humanity toward vulnerability, emotional liberation, and spiritual authenticity. Your profound wisdom silently illuminates collective paths toward harmony, unity, and conscious evolution. Now, profoundly ask yourself this vital question: are you truly ready to courageously embrace your sacred identity as a silent reality shifter, fully stepping into your powerful spiritual purpose? Are you willing to authentically express your intuitive wisdom, emotional resilience, and compassionate presence, openly, consciously contributing toward humanity's profound collective awakening? If your soul whispers a powerful, unwavering yes, then trust deeply in your sacred role. Embrace your solitude fully as profound spiritual training. Courageously express your intuitive wisdom publicly, silently inspiring humanity toward profound spiritual awakening. Your purpose is clear, powerful, and deeply sacred. The universe specifically chose your soul for this extraordinary mission at this exact moment in human history. Your silent awakening profoundly fulfills humanity's collective destiny. Embrace your authentic power courageously. Trust completely in your sacred journey. Humanity's spiritual awakening depends deeply on you. The sacred power of your silent awakening, how embracing your path shifts humanity forever. Have you ever felt deep within your heart that your quiet, subtle presence is infinitely more powerful than any loud proclamation or bold action? You see, the universe chose you specifically because it understands a profound truth most people overlook. True transformation, the deepest shifts in human consciousness, often happen silently, subtly, and invisibly. Your intuitive gifts, your quiet strength, your authentic humility, these aren't just personality traits, they're powerful spiritual tools the universe intentionally equipped you with to gently yet profoundly shift humanity toward a collective awakening. But fully stepping into your sacred role requires profound courage. It demands letting go of society's obsession with external validation, loud recognition, and superficial appearances. Your power arises precisely from your quiet authenticity, from courageously embodying intuitive truths, emotional resilience, and compassionate presence. Regardless of external recognition, your silent transformation becomes humanity's profound inspiration, showing others the incredible spiritual potential quietly waiting within their own solitude. Every moment you consciously embrace silence, solitude, and intuitive clarity, you energetically shift reality, gently guiding collective consciousness toward greater empathy, unity, and awakening. Your compassionate presence quietly heals collective emotional wounds, easing pain and inspiring emotional liberation. Your intuitive insights silently illuminate collective paths toward harmony, spiritual authenticity, and conscious evolution. By courageously embodying your sacred path, you quietly but powerfully contribute directly to humanity's global spiritual awakening. Yet your silent path isn't always easy. Society often misunderstands or overlooks your subtle contributions. You may feel lonely or isolated at times, quietly wondering if your presence truly makes a difference. But remember clearly, the most powerful spiritual transformations are often invisible at first, silently rippling outward until collective consciousness profoundly shifts. Trust deeply in your sacred calling. Embrace your intuitive insights courageously, even when they defy logical reasoning. Regularly practice meditation, emotional reflection, and compassionate presence, quietly cultivating intuitive clarity, emotional resilience, and profound spiritual wisdom. Courageously express your intuitive truths openly, authentically embodying your unique spiritual identity, quietly inspiring countless souls toward emotional healing, intuitive awakening, and spiritual liberation. Now ask yourself profoundly, are you fully ready to courageously embrace your sacred identity as a silent reality shifter, authentically stepping into your powerful spiritual purpose? Are you willing to quietly yet powerfully shift humanity's collective destiny, Simply by authentically embodying your intuitive wisdom, compassionate presence, and emotional resilience. If your heart whispers a powerful yes, then trust fully in your sacred role. Embrace your solitude deeply, courageously express your intuitive insights authentically, and quietly inspire collective awakening. The universe specifically chose you for this extraordinary mission at this exact moment in human history. Your silent awakening profoundly shifts humanity's spiritual destiny. Step forward courageously. Embrace your sacred journey fully. Your authenticity, compassion, and intuitive clarity, quietly yet powerfully, transform the world forever.